yourself and don't be a drag. Lively up yourself, for reggae is another bag. Do. Lively up yourself and don't say no. Do. Lively up yourself, 'cause I said so. Destiny Squad, lively up yourself and don't be a drag. Do. Lively up yourself, for reggae is another bag. Do. Destiny Squad, lively up yourself and don't say no. Do. Lively up yourself, 'cause I said so. Do. Lively up yourself and don't be a drag. Do. Lively up yourself, for reggae is another bag. Do. Lively up yourself and don't say no. Roll out Destiny Squad. Lively up yourself, for I said so. Destiny Squad, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing fine. It's always a pleasure. I always look forward to actually coming online. I hope that you are equally as excited, because we are dealing with a very important topic today. It's a topic that we have, probably some of you have been setting yours already. Some of you have been thinking about what exactly to put in next year's resolution. Yes, we are talking about resolutions. New Year's resolution. But did you know that almost 50% of us actually set New Year's resolution? We set resolution to lose weight, that we are going to actually stop smoking, we are going to get a promotion, and virtually, what do you think happened? 80% of those resolutions are abandoned, yes, forgotten by the end of January to the start of February every year. I know. I have been there. You have been there as well. And it is that time of the year when, everybody start get inspirational, everybody start getting motivated, where, I don't know who is tricking who. I don't know if we are tricking the mind or the mind is tricking us, where all of a sudden, when it comes onto this time of the year, everybody sit back and they say, okay, I need to set my New Year's resolution. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take over the world, basically. And then there we go. Another year, and we actually do not fulfill those resolutions. So the question that we are going to talk about, because, this is Let's Talk About It. So the question that we are going to ask is it time for us to set New Year's resolution that is in line with our lifestyle? Is it time that we move away from the traditional resolutions of, losing weight, getting, promotion, stop smoking? Why is it not working? Those are some of the things that we are going to look at today. And actually what we're going to do as well is to probably think about more realistic resolutions, because, there are different reasons why resolutions, probably New Year's resolutions, do not work. Because if you find yourself like me, because I'm guilty as well, where you have been setting the same resolution for the past 5 years, and at the end of every year, or by the end of January to early February of the next year, then you find that you actually abandon those resolutions. Then you know what, people? This year, we need to get a grip of things, and we are going to ensure that we do it right this time around. And of course, I know that together we can actually support each other, ensure that we set the right resolutions. So, first, I'm going to look at some of the reasons why resolutions do not work. Because you know me, what I do, I tend to think about, the topic before I actually come online. So, the first thing I'm going to do is to actually, look at why some of those resolutions don't work, because we have to get out of this routine where every year we're setting resolutions and they are not working. And of course, the what throughout this live stream and when you're watching the video, what I want us to focus on is a little thought. And the thought I have written down, it says, don't fear failure, fear being in the same position next year as you are today. So we don't want to be in that position, the same position next year. And that is why we are going to, delve into certain things, find out where have we been going wrong. All right. So some of the reasons why resolutions do not work are the following. Number one, they are repetitive. Just like I have been saying, every year we set the same resolution, right? And we actually do not fulfill them. And then the next year we set the same resolution, we set the same resolution. No, no, no. If they are repetitive, of course, perhaps you're not going to be motivated to actually fulfill them. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is that the things we put importance on have changed. So 5 years ago, my focus probably was on, perhaps I just wanted to lose a little weight. This year, because we are getting older, our focus have changed. We also need to ensure that the New Year's resolutions that we are setting is actually changing as we are changing as well. So yes, the things are changing. What we the things that we place importance on have changed. So that's number 2 as to why they do not work. Number 3, the resolutions, the New Year's resolutions that we are setting is unrealistic. How can you be smoking all your life and all of a sudden in December, you just get motivated and you tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to smoke as much as possible because come January 2023, I am going to stop smoking. Really? Is that realistic? It works for some people. I know that some people go, cold turkey and it works. But look, why are you trying to shock the system? If that is what your system is used to, why do you want to go to cold turkey? Why not set the resolutions that is more realistic? Perhaps, reduce the amount of cigarettes that you smoke, perhaps reduce it by 1 per day, reduce it by even 1 per week. And gradually you reduce the numbers that you smoke either per day or you smoke per week. And until you get to the point where, your system can actually do without it. So, it's a gradually weaning yourself of it. You have to be realistic. You can't say that, look, you have only lost like 2 pounds in 3 years and you have been, say, exercising, probably not doing the right thing. And then all of a sudden, you set a resolution, New Year's resolution, that you actually want to lose 70 pounds in 3 months. Really, that's not realistic. And as I actually touch on the point of losing weight, I must add this, because weight is viewed differently in different countries. For example, in Jamaica, when you are, plump, I don't want to say fat, when you are looking plump, people tend to think that, you have a good life. It's like life, we always say that, life agree with you. When you have lost some weight, They think that you are suffering, you're going through something, and that is why you are losing weight. In the UK, it's totally different, where to the extent where you cannot even find, big sizes, large sizing in the traditional stores. A lot of stores actually stop at either a size 16 or a size 18. And what you find is that, the clothes that you get larger than those sizes are not as, attractive. They are not as beautiful as the clothes that are made in smaller sizes. And also in the UK, it is actually offensive to tell somebody about their weight. So you can see that the cultures are different. In Jamaica, we'll just come up to you and we'll say, you're rosy, you're looking plump, life agree with you. Whereas in the UK, you are actually embarrassing the person if you start telling them that they are fat, right? So it's just a different culture. In the USA, it is different, where you can actually get clothes in large sizes. So it's like, people who put on weight, they have no problem walking into a store because they will actually find their sizes. Whereas in the UK, subconsciously you are discouraged because you actually walk into the store and you cannot find the larger sizes. So sometimes you're too embarrassed, right? So subconsciously they're actually saying, okay, you should not be larger than a size whatever, size 16 or a size 18. So just to put that out there to say, yeah, you see how cultures are different when you talk about weight. So that was number 3, to say that, perhaps the resolutions that you are setting, the New Year's resolution that you are setting every year, is a bit unrealistic. Number 4, we fail to go through with the resolutions because we fail to work out the mini steps to get to those goals. And I give you an example. So for me, I am a business person. I teach business. So we have something that is known as objectives. We have something that is known as aims or the goal. All right. So the goal or the aim is the end result. So what do I want to do? I actually the end goal is that, okay, I actually want to lose weight. I actually want to start to save more, if that's the New Year's resolution. Saying that I want to lose weight, saying that I want to save money is not enough. We have to break it up into smaller steps, which are known as objectives. The objectives are the baby steps. Okay, so I want to lose weight. What plans? How do I intend to lose weight? Okay, I plan to actually eat out less this year. Those are like the steps I'm talking about. I plan to eat out less. I plan to eat healthy. I plan to cook healthy, all of those. I plan to actually work out a meal plan each time that I am cooking. Those are like the baby steps. I plan to go to the gym as well. Those are like the baby steps that is going to help me to get to my goal, to get to the aim. I want to save money. Okay, what am I going to do to ensure that I actually save money? Okay, I'm going to take less holidays this year. I'm going to stop doing takeaways because, I'm going to party less. All of those are like the objectives. Those are the mini steps that you are going to take to actually get to the end goal. So you see why some of our resolutions have not been working, because we come up with this massive idea and we do not work out the mini steps as to how we are going to get there. So that was number 4 as to why our New Year's resolutions do not work. Number 5, the resolutions are too drastic. Just like, the example I've given about smoking, where you've been smoking all the days of your life, right? And all of a sudden you wake up, you're saying, okay, come January 1st, 2023, I am going to stop smoking cold turkey. That is too drastic, right? You have to work out slowly, 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 slowly. Work out your objectives, work out the plan as to how you are actually going to get there. So you see, those are some of the reasons why, some of our New Year's resolutions do not work. It's not that we did not mean well when we actually set the New Year's resolution. It's just that they were not really thought out. It's just that perhaps we have outgrown certain things, and still we are still trying to hang on to them. So those, are some of the reasons why the resolutions, New Year's resolutions, do not work. So what do we need to do? This year, we need to do it differently. We have to ensure that the New Year's resolutions that we are setting for 2023 are ones that are going to benefit us, ones that are going to leave us feeling happy about ourselves, ones that we are not going to abandon at the end of January to the start of February. And the planning starts here, and it starts now, because we are going to get smart about them. We are going to ensure that these are the resolutions that we actually set, are resolutions that actually match our lifestyle, ones that are going to leave us feeling good, feel us feeling healthier about ourselves, ones that are going to ensure that actually we're going to look back and we're going to feel proud about them at the end of 2023. All right. So what are examples of some resolutions that we can set? Okay, apart from the traditional ones that we have been setting. And I'm going to go through a few of them. I actually have 10 of them here. So here we go. So one New Year's resolution could be, okay, I haven't taken a holiday for a long time. So I could say, okay, in 2023, I am going to take a holiday. If you look at that, it is not me putting any stress on myself. I'm not saying I have to take a holiday in February. I'm not saying I have to take a holiday in March. I am saying, amongst everything, included in everything that I'll be doing for 2023, I'm going to ensure that I plan a holiday, right? So that is number one. Number two could be, do a mammogram, do a prostate cancer test. Because, when you look into it, we plan for everything else except our health, right? So if you know that you are getting to a certain age, you know that actually certain conditions run in your family, you don't wait until you are actually feeling symptoms, that you're actually feeling sick. You can actually make the arrangements, include those in your planning as well. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to go into the health part of it too much, because on Wednesday, the next live stream that is planned is for us, women's and men's health. Where's our head at? Where we are going to look at, some of the things that we actually take for granted, some of the things that, man and woman story that we actually should be doing and we are not doing. So, I'm not going to go into that, but just to say, included in the resolutions could be something around our health, where instead of us waiting to actually feel sick before we actually visit a doctor, we actually include certain things, that is going to make us healthy and whole as a part of the resolution. So that was number 3, and that was 2 and 3. Number 4, as I have it, is something to do with our mental health. So you could plan to have something like a gratitude jar. So instead of saying, okay, in 2023, I actually just want to feel positive about myself, I actually just want to be happy. All right. how am I going to ensure that I just want to take care of my mental health? Okay, what am I going to do that is going to take care of my mental health? One idea is to get what is known as a gratitude jar. And I'm going to tell you how it works. So this already is my gratitude jar. And this is how it works. Each time when something positive happens to you, you have made an achievement, something positive have happened, be it in your family, be it at work, be it something that happens on the street, you make a note of it. So you make a note of it, and it's not anything large or anything like that. It's just that you actually just and I'm just tearing out something. You actually just get a sheet, any little piece of paper, you write on it what has happened that has been positive in your life, and what you are going to do is that you're going to just put it in the jar. Whenever you feel down, whenever you feel a bit depressed, what you're going to do is to pop out those little papers, those little notes that you have made, and you are going to read them. And you're going to see by the end of the year, perhaps you're going to have the jar full of gratitude notes, right? Times when you have been happy, times when you have been positive. So when you look back and when you're thinking, okay, what have I achieved? You can actually go back to the gratitude jar, and then you are actually, when things are tangible, when you can actually see the things because you have written them down, then you can feel more positive about yourself, more appreciative about yourself as well. So that is an idea where you could actually start what is known as a gratitude jar. Number 5, do something for 3 people who are less fortunate. We cannot save the world. Let us face it. We cannot save the world. So what can you do instead? In your little way, what you can do is start with little. So you can say, okay, I know a little old lady down the road. I know this person, that person. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to give them, groceries. I'm going to do something for them. So one of them, just like I've said, just aim to help 3 people. You're not putting too much pressure on yourself. You are not saying in what way you are going to help them. What you're going to do is by the time you get to that, you will put the plans in place, and that doesn't put pressure. You're not saying by the end of January, and when the end of January comes, you start feeling, like, okay, I have failed. You are saying, this is what I'm going to do at some point during the year. Number 5, you can make arrangement to change your job at some point during the year. Make an investment. Mind you, resolutions, like I have said, they call for planning. So what is going to make it different with the ones that you are now setting is that you are not going to just set them and leave them. You are now going to put in place, write down the mini steps that you are going to take to actually get to those goals. So some of the New Year's resolution that you are going to set, I am going to set, perhaps they will include us getting support from elsewhere. And nothing is wrong with that, because nothing beats a failure than a trial. Once you have it in mind, remember, anything that the mind, conceives, it can be achieved. So yeah, you can do that. Another one, you can make a resolution to take up a course, take up a hobby. Could be something that you have been thinking about for a long time. What you can do, you can say 2023 is going to be the year when I'm going to put something into, take action. So, yes, take up a certain course, visit a relative or friend who you have not seen in a while. So, these are things that are realistic, things that are, growing, things that grow with you, things that fits around your lifestyle. like I've said, you can't be making the same resolutions 5 years in a row and you are not fulfilling them. Perhaps they are not realistic. Perhaps you are not motivated to actually achieve them. So these are ones that, they are realistic things that will actually help you build your self esteem as well. Because, self care is very important. So in those resolutions, be sure that it is something that is going to help you along life's way. Number 10, you could make a resolution to keep in touch with certain families and friends some more, right? So those are things that are actually, manageable. You could even see something within yourself that you don't like, and you could decide that gradually you are going to correct it, even if it means that you go out and get some support along that way. Then of course, that can be it as well. So those are just some of the ways, some of the resolutions. For this channel, of course, I am going to set New Year's resolution. As a matter of fact, I already have them in place. So you see how next week I said that, okay, we're going to talk about man and woman story around our health, how we go about doing it. I want to actually bring in specialists when it comes on to certain topics. So a part of the resolutions for this channel will be that I'm going to have specialists come in, talk about certain topics that are, important to the community. And when I say the community, I'm talking about the YouTube community, because as you know, we are a family. We support each other. So I know some people are saying, I don't make resolutions. Just to say, nothing is wrong with making resolutions. If you have never made them, perhaps it is time that you actually put something, in place. Even if you don't want to call it resolutions, even if you don't want to call it New Year's resolution, because let us face it, we do not need a new year to come for us to actually start changing certain things in our circle, changing certain things in our life. But, because it is tradition, it is, it's a good time to start and stuff. So I hope that what would I say? It's not really a talk. I hope that this little encouragement, this little live stream, things that I've said, I hope that you can take something away from it, and that actually, when you're making the 2023 resolutions, they will be better than they have been in previous years. And remember, lively up yourself and don't be a drag. Do. Lively up yourself. Reggae is another vibe. Do. Lively up yourself and don't say no. Do. Lively up yourself because I said so. Do. Okay, Destiny Squad. I hope that you will have a wonderful Christmas. And I hope that you will, get some time to reflect on where you're going in life, what you want to achieve. And of course, I hope that you will set things that will benefit you. And, because you are number one, you need to take care of yourself at all times. I should say as well, something I meant to point out on the channel, and I'm just mentioning this because I know that some of you, yes, you are versed with YouTube, you know everything, so I don't need to point it out, but I'm pointing it out for people like myself, right, who actually don't, who actually is struggling to find certain things on YouTube. So what I'm trying to do is to go on my page. All right. Okay. So I hope it will show what I want to show. It's probably not showing. But what I want to say is that at the top of the page, you're going to see certain icons. So to get to the different it's not a playlist. I've started a playlist, but I have not completed it. But to get to the different things that is done on this channel, for example, if you're looking for just a short video, at the top you will see an icon that says shorts. If you click on it, you will only see the short videos. There is something for live. Whenever I do a live stream, you will see it under live. Whenever you want to see the videos, you click on videos. So just to say, sometimes people will say, oh, I cannot find XYZ. I've clicked on videos. I cannot find the live stream. Just to say that there is, actually an icon that says lives, and that's where you will find the live streams like this one. Thank you so much for being a part of this family. And as usual, take care of yourselves, guys. And I say, peace, everybody. Bye, guys. Take care. Have a lovely Christmas. Happy New Year when it comes.